I said I'm gonna take over the world while these haters get mad. Take over the world while these haters get mad. Hell yeah, boys. So, we've got the MX Simulator Pro RF 450 main event from Anaheim 2 earlier this year. Okay, let's just crank this baby up right here. This was actually a Triple Crown race. The second main event of the Triple Crown, okay? RF 450 Pro, highest class of the hardest dirt bike game out there, okay? It's tippity top of the slope right here, shit, okay? If you know, you know, okay? So, this was earlier in the season. This was, what is this, like round 4 or 20 or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, about round 4 or something. So I was still, I don't even think I was on the right bike dyno during this main event right here. We were still, didn't really have the start technique down. Of course, there were multiple people backing up on the gate, aka cheating on the starts. Okay, so that was going on. Yeah, I had a god-awful start and then got hit like, what was that? 4th rhythm section, 4th straightaway there. So you talk about as down bad as you can possibly be in a main event right here. Okay, so kind of impressive what I was able to do in this main event, being it wasn't a full-length main event. You know, it was like 13 laps instead of the typical 25-lap type range. I still wanted to go back and make a video on this, though. I just never got around to it back when I actually did this race earlier in the season. But, yeah, I had a lot of really good other races, other pro RF races this year. I just, you know, 1 or 2 little things happened late in the race that kind of prevented me from actually getting the full-blown finish on it, you know, really finishing out the race. But we had a couple of other really good rides here, so that's why I'm making a video on it. If you want to check out any of my other pro races on MX Simulator, they're all in a pro race playlist on my channel. Okay, I'll try to leave a link to that down below in the comments. All right, so yeah, we're working our way through the pack right here pretty good. Got around Honda Boy there, okay. Got really lucky. They were all crashed after that one quad. Got really lucky right there. This was one of those tracks where if you could hit both of the quads on it every lap, you could basically come from the very back and damn near still win the main event, okay? Don't know what the hell I was doing there. Couldn't even hit an over-under, all right? But, yeah, this is like one of the first Triple Crowns I think I have ever directly qualified into right here. And Spency Boy got it by the hair on his tea-sipping titties, okay? We made it in by like, you know, point, I don't know, 2 or 3 of a second. 0.6 or 9 of a second, some shit, but we did actually qualify directly in top 16 on this one, so didn't have to go to the LCQ or anything like that, made it straight to the mains. So yeah, lap 3 running position 8 after being dead last basically twice on the first lap. You know, nothing worse than, you know, wrecking on the start, but then also wrecking again, like, before you even get through the first lap, okay? That double pop-off on the first lap shit pretty much spells, like, good luck doing anything in that race from that point forward, okay? I'm not sure what these other guys were doing. I really don't know. They should have had way more of a lead than they did here. Not even sure how many of these guys was really going for these quads every lap. But they were a big difference maker right here. The whoop section as well. This whole track right here, I feel like this is one of the best RF tracks that's ever been made for this game. No exaggeration. Like, this is like the perfect 2017 style, you know, 2 different quads to hit. The whoops are big in skill gap. The overall scaling of it, you can really flow around the track. I remember making a video on it when it first came out. I was actually really impressed with this track right here. I think Anaheim 2 and Glendale were some of the best tracks. You could even throw Seattle in there. Were probably the best, most skill-gapped, pro-level Supercross tracks of the year, and probably the most pro-level Supercross tracks they have actually made in the game since the 2017 days. So, no wonder I was doing pretty good on a track like this, because, you know, it had that kind of skill gap, didn't feel like it was completely made around the Erode system. Got two more dudes down right here, okay. Yeah, got all the way up to P7, but I mean, the podium spot is literally just right there. Quite literally, the podium spot, I can see it in front of me, okay. This is after 2 pop-offs on the first lap, all that slowing down I had to do to maneuver around all these dudes that was down here. Okay, so I was still adjusting a lot with my setup. You guys know I went through a total overhaul on my setup from back in the 17 days and then to this year pro racing. We're talking complete change with the stability, suspension, you know, rider mass, dyno. Literally every single aspect of the setup that can be changed has been changed from what I was doing back when I was actually racing in the game compared to my comeback into the game. Basically, I've been retired out of this game for like 5 years, okay? Last time I was really racing would have been like 2019. So this was my first full Supercross season back right here. Racing more than just like one race a year, okay? That's all I was really doing in 2020, 2021, 22, 23. I literally raced like one singular uno individual pro race each year. That doesn't mean I'm racing, that means I'm retired, okay? So we were most certainly retired for half of my career in this game. Alright, I know how some people like to make it sound like Spencer's been racing for 10 years in the game and he still doesn't have a win, bro. But at the exact same time, they'll turn around and, you know, when I wasn't doing so good, they said shit like, Spencer should have just stayed retired, dude. Well, which one is it, boys? Was I actually retired or was I racing for 10 years? Which one was it? Y'all are gonna have to make up your mind, bro. You know, it just cracks me up the crazy ass shit these boys will pull out of their ass to try to make it look like I've done so bad in this game. All I know is I got a podium in the last pro Supercross race that actually matters, and I finished like 4 seconds off of the win in the highest class of the hardest dirt bike game. We're talking the pinnacle of motocross simulator esports. It don't get any higher than MX Simulator 450 RF North American Pro Racing. This is your real-life AMA Supercross for motocross gaming. This is it. There is no higher level. There is no harder game. There's nothing more I can do more than this. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, but we get kind of diced up right there, past back. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I did not hit these quads anywhere near as much as I should have been hitting them or wanted to hit them. I did run a 59 in the actual race. So the dude that got second place in this race, me and him both had the same fast lap. I think it was Leclerc, you know, little bit of leg hair, okay? Pretty sure all he ran was a 59.8 as well. So we were definitely still fast lap pace to be getting second place in the race, all right? But when it comes to the pro racing on sim, a lot of it's just like, just kind of how the race goes, you know? Sometimes certain situations fall into your hands, certain situations are just really unlucky. I had a super unlucky moment towards the end of this race, actually two. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second, but even right here, I mean, you know, we'll go up right here. That's, you know, top 5 position. I'm in the same rhythm of a top 5 position right here. All right. On lap 9. bro, I thought I hit these quads way more than that. There's just a lot of moments where there was dudes kind of either not hitting it in front of me or crashed on it in front of me. It sort of spooked me a little bit trying to hit it, you know? These quads were pretty daddy mode, bro, especially when the Erode got going on it. They were definitely something you had to be dialed in on, you know, had to be focused on. So we were getting up, we were staying solid here. I mean, I really felt like at this point I was for sure going to get a top 5 in this actual, okay, this is the moment right here. Home dog just decides to lay it over on the quad landing. I have no idea what happened there, bro, but, you know, what do? I'm already 5th tapped on the jump face, so that was sort of my potentially getting a podium, you know, top 5 sort of podium type level in this race out the door, okay? This is also still remembering having 2 pop-offs on the first lap, okay? So this is coming from the very back. This is what you call a comeback ride right here, which is incredibly hard to do on MX Sim, okay? But that moment right there, that is about as far from being my fault as you could possibly have. Homie just decides to wreck on the quad landing in the worst possible spot as I'm already hitting the jump phase. Zero chance of avoiding that. Absolutely zero. And that's all it takes. I mean, even the final round where I did actually get a podium in the main event, any one of those little situations where I almost kind of got ran into or almost landed on a guy or whatever, any one of those little situations can go the other way, and then you're going to go from getting like a podium to getting like an 8th place or a 10th or something, right? Even if you rode the exact same, in this 450 Pro class on Sim, all it takes is those one little unlucky moment, that one little, you know, you should have been 1 inch to the left or the right, and a lot of it's kind of luck-based, honestly. I mean, it really is. I mean, I know there's a skill to it, but, like, you can only put yourself in so good of a position. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, what am I supposed to do right there, bro? So anyways, that kind of killed my forward drive, my momentum to get up there and get a, like a podium-type finish. But I thought maybe I could still get a top 5, you know? If I just really finish this out right here. So up to this point, I think the last top 5 I had got in this game was like, what was it, 2017 or some shit? 2018. I think I did get a top 5 in 2018, but needless to say, it's been a while. You know what I mean? So past a dude right there that was down. We get up to 7th. That is 6th. Okay, let me pause this. That's 6th, 5th, and 4th. We literally have 4th place all in this same corner in front of me. 2 wrecks on the first lap, come from the very back, okay, get all the way up, then land on a guy that's down on the landing of the quad, no way of avoiding it, not my fault at all, okay, we're back in a position here to potentially, I mean, that is 4th place right there, bro. Easily could get a top 5 right here, all right? Pro racing is just all about staying in it, bro. And some of y'all boys, I still don't think you fully understand the concept of the more and the more laps you run, the more and the more skill gap, the more and the more separation a pro has from an AM. That's everything to it. That is quite literally the whole separation in this game. It's not really about how fast you're going. It's not really about your fastest lap time. It's about where are you at the end of that 15-lap main event or that 25-lap main event, okay? Right here, I was trying to avoid that one guy, and then this is where we get completely cleaned by, this is back up on the gate cheater boy, okay? He did it even in this round. I just looked back at it, okay? Knowing that backing up on the gate is against the rules and it's cheating in the game, but did it anyways multiple times through the season because, you know, RF doesn't really look at that. If nobody wants to protest it, they're just going to let people back up on the gate and cheat, I guess. I don't know. But this is good old cheater boy, okay? Backing up on the gate gives you a major advantage on the starts, all right? So you know, we get taken out by a cheater, all right? Might as well be hacking in the game. I mean, hell, if we're going to start cheating in the game, I mean, what, you know, at what level do we... It'd be one thing if it was everybody could back up on the gate, you know, then it would be fair, but it's not fair. It's cheating, and you know it's cheating, so that's giving you an unfair advantage. So, you shouldn't even have been in that position to take me out right there in the first place had you not been cheating. You were purposely, knowingly trying to gain an advantage, unfair advantage that was a rule in the rule book on the start line. Congratulations, you will be forever known as a cheater in the pro racing. Like I say, you can go out there and win 10 more championships. It doesn't matter. You're known as a cheater. You can have better results than me. It doesn't matter. At least I'm not a cheater in the game. At least my results mean something because I'm not a cheater in the game, unlike you. All right? So, just a little something needs to be said. You know. So, yeah, that happens. We still hold on for a 9th right here, I believe. Yeah, still held on to the 9th. So yeah. So we were in the kind of, you can see it the lap times right here, 59.8. We were running the kind of lap times that should have had me right there in the podium position. So we still had a couple rounds even earlier in the season where, you know, I was in plenty good position to be getting up in that podium position. I was really capable of that from the start. Just had some goofy ass shit going on, cheater boys running into me and stuff like that. You know, it is what it is though.